This is the video for week 1, which we're starting on July 9th, today. It also encompasses our work on Saturday, last weekend. What I wanted to point out is that you'll see the schedule here on the schedule page. And what I've done is detailed the things we covered this last weekend, but also highlighted a few things or cleaned things up a little bit for this week's work. And also you'll see the outcome list right here of things that we're doing related to Saturday and this week. And then this is how it aligns to the assessment piece. So which categories it fall under. So we can look at the journal rubric or the participation rubric for all these components. And they're not lined up exactly perfectly, but you get the idea. And then lastly, I'll have notes over here week by week. And right here, if you click on this, it's funny, I just made a Wordle of different components in this column just to be silly. But if you click on this link, it actually takes you over to it. Also, the video you're watching right now is linked right here. So each week I will have a link at the top of an overview video that highlights the material that we're hoping to accomplish during that week. So in this case, reviewing, we did our welcome, andragogy, we discussed expectations, we reviewed the syllabus, we looked at the rubrics, we examined the state standards and other standards. So be just reminded to look at the standards page and you look at the national standards for ISTE. Also, there's a couple other things on there, but just to kind of be aware and familiar with the tiers for teachers. We're emerging to tier 2 and 3, and just to be aware of that. We discussed outcomes, we examined and adjusted our activities, identified resources. Our resources page we'll be using later on, different weeks. We're not going to be using it right now to add anything to. We built our schedule, which I'm still fine-tuning. Our Google site, that was our big thing that we were developing. So here is a list of the goodies that I'd like you to have on your Google page. And you create your student page. You have this content on here. And again, if you have any problems, contact me. I wanted you to have the multiple intelligences and your personality quiz on there, your link to slideshare.net, and also your link to let's see, where do I have it? Your Delicious account as well on that page. We didn't have time to get to Wordle and doing the Wordle piece and putting it on our page because getting it copied and pasted onto the page was a bit of a pain. The snipping tool in Windows 7 will accomplish what we were trying to do. It's the same as a screenshot on a Mac. On the Mac, it's Shift-Command-4. You click and hold as you drag over the area you want to take a picture of, and it automatically takes a picture and puts it on the desktop. That's what it does on a Mac. On Windows, or in Windows 7, you can use the snipping tool, and it does essentially the same thing. So I have a tutorial linked right here that you can watch. I have a tutorial right here about Wordle, and up here I had a link to a file about for using with Wordle, like I am a teacher who does things. It's a template that has the I am a teacher, and then you finish the statements, and it's just kind of a fun way to kind of think about what you value and maybe copy and paste that into a Wordle. If you want to see more advanced features for Wordle, here's a YouTube tutorial that's really cool. Some pretty neat things you can do. Also the visual thesaurus. If you're interested in using words, this is amazing. If you haven't seen this, it's just the coolest thing you need to take a look at. But the words interact, and when you click on them, they move around, and you get to see the source words or comparison words. It's pretty cool. We created our TCI517 page underneath our student page, and again, if you have problems with that, let me know. And this Blackboard, the only thing we're doing for this particular week is the SIA, the Student Introductory Assignment. So just make sure that's filled out. We're not going to have anything posted this week because we didn't get to the Ken Robinson video. We'll check that out later and do a reflection on it. But for this week, we just skip that. So exploring social bookmarks, and we watched The Day Made of Glass, which was all cool. And Joel Barker, we watched that video in class, and I found it broken up into 3 chunks on YouTube. So for anybody who wants to relive the joy or has not seen it, you can click on parts 1, 2, and 3 and watch that. And then some of the things we talked about in class. If you want to set your browser so that you don't see all the YouTube yuckiness on the sides or whatever, this link shows you numerous ways to use YouTube in the classroom. KeepVid is how you can rip a YouTube video out of YouTube, and basically you take the YouTube address to that video, copy and paste it into KeepVid, hit download, and it will extract the video out of YouTube and put it on your computer. So that's a way of harvesting videos to use during class time if you don't want to worry about YouTube downloading time, or if YouTube is blocked or you're having problems with it. You can do that ahead of time on your own time. Zamzar is another tool for ripping out videos out of YouTube, but also converting any file. If you have a file that's in one format and you want to convert it to a different format, like let's say a Word document, you want to convert to a PDF, you could do that. There's all kinds of ways of converting things in Zamzar. It's a little more involved and can be a little bit frustrating, but just know that it's available and it's pretty cool. The rest of the weeks I haven't fully organized yet, but I will, and I will be letting you know in a future video.